Hey guys, it's Melissa with Awaken Your Inner Awesomeness. I have a short podcast for you today because it has been a very long weekend and I am not really feeling so great and feeling a little run down just from having a busy weekend. So I do apologize, but I did want to get on here and do a quick podcast because I know there are people who listen to it every day. But it may be a little bit shorter than usual. So for that, I apologize. But I did want to make sure that I recorded something for you and didn't leave you without anything. So what I thought I would talk to you about today is this, November coming up. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of shifts in the moon and different things. And it's a great time for manifesting. We talked about that already. But it's also going to be a time where you may be feeling things coming up for you. Things like situations that need to be healed for you that maybe haven't been yet. Just from some of the things that I've been reading and watching lately, I'm seeing that all of these things may be coming up for people in this month because even though it's a good month for manifesting, so you should keep your thoughts positive, it's also a time to up-level spiritually and tie up loose ends, which means that if there are things that you haven't dealt with yet, or if there are people that you need to forgive, if there are situations that you need to forgive, all of that stuff is going to be coming up for you this month. It doesn't necessarily have to for everybody, but that's just going to be a common theme for a lot of people. And so you may find yourself thinking about past situations, and it could be relationships, it could be just situations with people in your life, it could be with your job. You may find this month that you are dealing with things that you need to, I don't know how I want to word this, that you need to basically be tying up loose ends, if that makes sense. So again, if there are people that you need to forgive or situations from your past, this may be coming back around for you this month, and you may be feeling very emotional because of it. I've just been hearing from other people that they are experiencing this. So you may be experiencing this too. And I just want to give you some advice about that. If you are experiencing these kinds of things, you need to understand that we all have lessons that we're here to learn in life. And so these things may just be lessons that are popping up for you now. Don't be discouraged by them. You need to trust the process and work through what you're going through. So if it's bringing up emotions for you about past relationships, it could be that maybe it's a time for you to forgive what happened, either forgiving the person or forgiving yourself. So often when we have past relationships, we feel like we need to forgive other people, but it's also possible that you need to forgive yourself for what happened in that relationship if it didn't work out. We know that forgiving others is a gift that we give ourselves because it frees us of all of this stuff that we're carrying around with us in regards to the relationship or to the person. But most people don't realize that forgiving themselves is also equally important. We're human beings. We're here living life in order to experience growth and change. And we're going to make mistakes. We just are. And once you realize that you made agreements with other people to come here to experience life and to make mistakes in order to grow and learn, you understand why it's important not to hold on to feelings that cause anger and resentment and frustration when it comes to other people or when it comes to yourself. Because there's no point in feeling that way. Whatever happens in past situations with people, it's my belief that for the most part, I think most people are good people and they don't try to hurt us on purpose. There are some exceptions to this rule, obviously, but I think that for the most part, people aren't trying to hurt us. It just happens because of situations or things that occur when we're in relationships. And so it's important to learn the lesson and understand what the lesson was with that person, and then to bless that person and forgive them and forgive yourself and to be able to move on. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I feel like there's going to be a lot of people who are dealing with emotional stuff this month. And I don't want it to weigh you down and make you feel sad or resentful or hurt, any of those emotions. And it's important that we do feel our emotions. I'm not telling you to stifle the emotions that you feel. But what I'm telling you is that just going through and feeling those things and being stuck in your emotions is also not good. You don't have to stay in that place of resentment, of regret, of sadness. You don't have to stay there. You can choose to do something different. For some of you, it might be that maybe you feel like you need to contact someone and apologize for something you did. That's an awesome thing to do. It's great if you want to do that, and it would make you feel better. And maybe if it's somebody that you haven't talked to, maybe it is a way for you to get back into contact with that person if that's what you want. But you don't have to reach out to anyone to offer an apology either. It could just be that you go through and you ask for forgiveness for your own actions, or maybe again you ask for forgiveness for yourself because you're letting go of those emotional ties that are keeping you stuck to that person or to that situation. And it's important that you do that and are able to free yourself, because you don't want to feel stuck or feel hurt, or those are emotions that really aren't helpful. They just keep you in this place of feeling bad, and you deserve to feel better and to feel good. So don't stay stuck in that place. So if you're starting to feel that way this month about anything that's coming up for you that needs to be resolved, just remember that there's a lesson there somewhere. Try to take what the lesson was and to leave the rest behind. Don't stay stuck in a place of darkness. And I thought that I would pull a card for you from my deck, The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein, just as a way to close this. And I think it's interesting because I pulled this after I already thought about what I wanted to talk to you about. And it says, I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive the sphere through the eyes of the teacher of love. And so again, I think that when we stay stuck in our emotions, that is a place of fear. It's when we're able to work through those and to either offer an apology or forgive ourselves and let go of those emotions, when we're able to see the lesson for what it was and forget the rest of that stuff, when we're able to see why we had to go through something. And you can even ask God, let me see this through your eyes. What was it all about? Why did I have to go through this? And then you might be able to see the lesson. You'll realize that everything we do, every lesson we go through is all about love. It's all about love in one way, shape, or form. Even when we can't see that it is. It's when we go to a place of fear and we allow our egos to come front and center that we can't understand why we had to go through things. When we actually look at things, that every experience we go through teaches us something about love. We realize why we had to go through things, and we realize that even though it may have hurt, and even though it wasn't maybe how we wanted things to turn out, there was a lesson there, and there was something we had to go through, and it's teaching us how to do things differently, how to maybe see things in the future and to act differently and to come from a place of love and not fear. And I truly believe that. So anything you're going through right now or anything that may come up for you this month, just remember there was a lesson in it. What was the lesson? Bless that lesson. Bless the people involved. And then just let it go. And again, you can go to that website, Radical Forgiveness. It's a great site. It allows you to look at things in a different way and to understand that everything we go through is a lesson. Everything is either a blessing or a lesson or both. And I truly believe that. So I hope that you're having a wonderful month and you're seeing so much manifesting for you. If you need anything at all, don't hesitate to contact me. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you're interested in Reiki or maybe going through my spiritual journey, check out my website. There's information there about both. I hope you have a beautiful day. I'm sending you massive love and light. I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.